And we're live on a Sunday fun day outside in Mother Nature, as it should be. I mean, until it gets too hot, and that's yesterday. And I didn't know that the air conditioner turned off. When I do these things, a lot of inside and do it. On Sundays, we typically do our studies, which I will do when I figure this out. But for right now, I'm going to do our light code readings because I didn't want to carry all those religious books outside. So I sat up under a tree and some shade. I just want to show you how important a tree is, bro. Do you see this cool little shaded area under the tree where all the animals can breathe and hide from the fucking sun that's about to kill us all? Anyways, yeah, I'm just in the back of, I don't know, somebody's neighborhood, to be honest. They're going to see me, I know it. I always think about that. You know, God sets me up in these really high-profile places in ghetto-ass neighborhoods, bro. For real? Oh, man, you should have seen that ghetto-ass park I was at in fucking Yuma. That was a ghetto-ass, you know, fucking, they had fucking NA meetings and dope deals in the same fucking park. They were doing fucking all that shit. Anyways, I know what people think when they see me. You know, going back down to the Broncos Stadium, I had to be so brave to do that. I had to be so brave to set up in fucking Las Vegas. You know what I mean? I know what people think when they see me, and I have to be okay with that. Who am I? I am Lilith reincarnated. I am your High Priestess. The High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil, first child of God, reincarnated here with you on God's day. I just want to point out there's a whole bunch of fucking spider webs right in front of me. I already saw one crawling on my fucking blanket. If you hear me scream and run, that's what it was. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout and I ran like a fucking bitch. I mean, going back to Noah and all God's creatures, sure, whatever. I can get used to the creepy crawlers if they come crawling, you know, kindly. And you just creep up on me, bro. No, I'm crawling away. So I wanted to start this video. Before I started this video, I told everyone I was listening to a song as I was walking here. It was Lionel Richard, Easy. 'Cause I'm easy, easy like Sunday morning. Right, that song? Before that song came on, all I heard was, as I was coming down the stairs, is, "You're too much." And I heard that. I finished up Steve's fucking new moon fucking reading. He's all, you know those people that talk too much? And I just stopped there. I literally turned the video off, and that's where I was at. Too much. You're too much. I am. I talk too much. I think too much. I feel too much. I be too much for everybody. I'm much, much too much. Here's where it gets ugly, guys. There's more to come. I can't be less just to make you feel comfortable. You're asking me to be less of for people that are less than me. I'm too much for you. Is that my problem? I talk too much. That means you don't like to listen. Or you have nothing to say. That's not my problem. If you would talk more, I would talk less. I think too much. The brain works. My brain works very actively. You know, you curse too much. You this too much. You're too much. That's the most common thing when you deal with me. She's too much. I'm too much for you. What's going to change here? Me? I'm going to start being less of me to fit you, or you're going to have to become more to be like me. I'm holding a space for you, but I'm not going to fucking, you know what I mean, put myself in a place that I'm too much for. I'm too good for. Change the fucking words. Am I too much for you, or I'm too good for you? People tell me I have to be something to be, you know, that's conditional, bro. If I act right, you'll be my friend. If I act like other girls do, you'll be friendly with me. You know what I mean? That's not fucking fair. Who I am. I'm not like other girls, but you want to make me. And if I don't do what, you know, if I don't dumb myself down like these dumb bitches, then I get no love. That's not true. You just don't know how to love a person like this. And that's because you're too little. You're thinking small, bitch. You need to think big. And the essence is, you know, for whatever reason, I'm always wrong. Because I don't do things the way you think is the right way. I'm larger than life. And I'm always too much for people. And as going back to easy, I'm anything but easy. Life is anything but easy. You're just trying to make it easy. You're trying to make yourself less complicated. You're trying to make things easier than they are. I get it. They're simple. Things are simple. They get very complicated in the context of our mind, and I show you that shit. But as far as me and my complexities, you want me to be predictable. You want me to be numb, bro. You want a lobotomy on me. You want me to just wake up one day and just be normal, quiet, you know what I mean? Predictable, understanding, you know what I mean? Just non-existent. You want me to conform into what society is, what makes you feel comfortable. You don't feel comfortable around me. That says more about you than me. And so I got to act differently to cater to your uncomfortabilities. Your insecurities is what this all is. All, you know, following yesterday's video is like, people are my ability to, you know, to be free. Exactly. You're not going to take that from me by, you know what I mean, trying to deem me, you know, trying to treat me some type of way. You can treat other bitches that way. That's fine. I don't care. It's not going to hit me like it does other bitches. I'll tell you that, because already you knew you wasn't messing with a typical type bitch. You like that about me until you try to get close and you don't know how to act with me because you only know how to act with one type of bitch. That's not my problem. You need to learn new skills, new ways of being. You need to evolve. You need to change your way of conscious. You know, going back to simple shit of getting offended that I'm going to challenge your drinking. That's not my problem. What, nobody challenges your drinking habits? I challenge you to be a better person. That's the fight with me. You're always in a fight with me because you're in a fight with yourself. You're trying to dumb yourself down and try to make it good enough for me, and I won't accept you at your low vibrational value. I love you still at that. Yeah, that's what you don't get. I fucking love you. I just you deserve to be better, and I deserve to be better if we're going to go any further with this. I accept you at face value. You come to me the way you are, and I love you fully. But I'm like, you need to make some changes about your life. And you're like, no, bitch, you need to change. Bitch, I'm always changing, but not for you. And I'm only going to get bigger at this and better and louder. You know what's funny? I gave somebody my connection to my thing, and the first thing they heard was my laugh. They're like, oh, that's a sinister. I was like, don't you love it? I hated my laugh. I hated my laugh. Fucking hated it because I knew it sounded all scary and sinister and all over the top. And when I really go, my kids say I sound like SpongeBob, whatever that sounds like. I was like, you don't like my laugh? You don't like the sound of me having joy? It scares you? It is kind of creepy, isn't it? And that's it. I was like, listen to this laugh that the God gives me. They gave me a witch laugh. They made the laugh just for me. You ever heard a woman laugh like that? I'm a real witch. I have a real witch laugh. It really is real. I'm not even trying. Y'all are just trying to be a witch. Oh, I am a rapper. I'll be rapping all the time. Rapping and rhyming for no reason. Drop the beat and watch this go. Tell me when to go. Tell me, I mean, where the lingo comes from. In essence, I'm speaking for myself, and I want you to put yourself, you know what I mean, to feel this way about yourself. I'm not going to apologize. I'm unapologetic for my authenticity. It's my twin flame, dude. It's like you lost me because you were looking for something predictable. You won't be another girl. It's not me that you want then. If you don't want to deal with this, like coming out of your room and like, I wonder what she's say. If you don't want to be on the edge of your toes in suspense of excitement and like, I don't know what's going on, you're living with a dragon. You're living with a mystical being. You don't know what a mystical being does. It's just mystifying. You're just supposed to be there and pet me. Feed me snacks and stuff. Fucking love me. What the fuck is your problem? You're trying to put a saddle on me and shit. Fucking saddlebags and shit. You're trying to fucking show me off at your next grand prize. This is my trophy. I'm not your trophy. I just want to say that. We're going to start on this reading. I don't know where this goes. Again, we're doing light code, so we're going in order, and there's chaos. Order of the Phoenix is what I heard. I mean, there might be some days where I'm just chilling, literally don't say shit to you because I'm chilling, but mostly, that's Marshall. Marshall knows damn well I'll be waking up on some weird ass shit. I'll be in his DMs. Not today or anything, but fucking first thing in the morning. I've been up since the moon was up, bro. I got lots to talk about. I have lots to talk about first thing in the morning. That bothers you? You don't want to hear no shit in the morning? You don't want to talk about extraterrestrial shit in the morning? When do you want to talk about it? How about in the afternoon? Can we talk about it right before bed? Let's talk about circumcision. Let's talk about the Israelis. Let's talk about... I want to talk about everything about life. Because that's the exploration. Words are the creation. Your perception brings a new light to how I see this thing. It's like, let me show you, like, I see it this way. Trump said, don't say shit. Everybody else sees something else. How do you see what happened? We all watched it happen. How do you see it? And that's where this intricate conversation begins to take birth. And it's a new thought pattern based on everybody's thoughts. They all come together and we come to this either disagreement or ultimate truth of full disagreement and agreement. Meaning, I don't agree with you, but that's true. That's where you bring in all kinds of different truths and make an ultimate truth out of this shit. Not like, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. Everybody's coming from their heart on this one. They're telling you how they really feel about something. Their feelings are really coming from a real place. Let's put all these feelings together and see what we come up with. What kind of fucking soup this is going to taste like. Why can't we ever just have a salad? Listen here, salad tossers. We're trying to make fucking... We're in the kitchen whipping it up. Now whip it good. Just saying that. It's like, you know... Every time I go through one of these battles, I'm like, dang, you are so difficult. I am. That's why God had such difficulties with me. But, you know, it's just that. It's like, how adaptable are you to adversity and change? A willingness to, you know, explore new horizons. Just like this. The kids didn't know what I was doing, but they saw me. I'm packing up. I'm going somewhere. They didn't ask where I was going or if they, you know, can I go with you? They know I'm going somewhere. I'm packing shit up. They don't give a shit. And that's it. I'll tell them on the way out, and then they'll know where to find me. But like, if you see me in action, you want to go? Do you want to be part of this action, or you're gonna stop me from what I'm doing? In the essence, and that's just for right now. What am I gonna do later? I don't know, bro. If we don't have air conditioning and it gets that bad, bro, I'm really... I've got to make some life decisions. In the sense of, I can either rent a hotel room for one night just to get the fuck out of it, which could come with a pool, and that could be its own little, you know, vacation of itself, family vacation, which is not a bad thing. Or I could use that money and buy a fucking air conditioning for my room and never, ever face this again. Ever. Ever, ever. I mean, even if they turn on the air conditioning, I could sit there with my own little air conditioner anytime it turns off. Or, you know, in the bathroom, wherever I need to be, I'd be like hot as a motherfucker. I just want an air conditioner. I'm supposed to be in Alaska. I just want to point this out, where I didn't have to feel this type of heat. What happened there? God got in my way. But anyways, as I go through this shit, I'm like, you know, I'm trying to be what you want, and I'll try until it drives me crazy, and I realize I'm not what you want. And that's what those videos, I know it's in there. That's what those messages ended up saying. I'm not what you want, bro. You want an idea of me, but that's not who I am. You want to put me into this picture. You're not seeing the real picture here. I don't know. And that's the thing, is like, you want to know, and I don't know. Where are we going to live? I don't know. You got any ideas? Okay, then we don't live together until God says. Right? Like, he doesn't give you a plan. I ain't got a plan either. We're willing. We wait till this opens up. I stay where I am. You stay where you are, bro. In essence, stuff like that. It's like things, you know, you don't try to make things happen. You let things happen. And that's even my approach. As I said that, you know, I'm crashing boats and shit. I feel this. I feel like, you know, if I don't feel it, I won't do it. I have the feeling that this is going to be bad, and I still have to be brave. Or I have a feeling, don't say that. You know what I mean? I go with my feelings. So I never make a mistake in that sense. I'm learning. I didn't know what was going to happen. You know what I mean? Neither of us knew what was going to happen. We never know what's going to happen until you open your mouth. And then you have to learn. And you're like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. You only know now. You didn't know that, oh, shit. It's a lot of shit that comes out of my mouth. I am like so scared. I'm like, oh. And sometimes I'm like, shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. I'm literally thinking out loud. And, that's where it is. It's like, don't say that again. Next time that comes up, don't say that. And that's where you learn. It's a trials and tribulations. You learn from your experiences, bro. And you have to experience. You have to have some experiences to have any type of fucking wisdom. Which means you gotta fucking make some mistakes. Or they're not. They're just training tools, dude. Training wheels. Going back to Benjamin Franklin, bro. He didn't make any mistakes in his pursuit of electricity. That's what he had to go through to find the right way. He didn't find a million ways not to. He had to use all of those, those non-possibilities, a process of elimination to find, the light, if you will, quite literally. You can't say he was making a mistake. He was doing something that's never been done. There are no mistakes when it's never been done. It's just understanding of how this will work. When you're creating something, especially like mechanics and shit like that, you have this idea. You know the basic components, you just don't know how you're going to put them together. So you rearrange the components many different ways. And you might need to add something or take something away. But ultimately, like with a car, you know that it needs a battery system. It needs electricity running through it, right? You know that it needs a power, it needs a power system. You know what I mean? It needs to be able to have this system and this system to make it work. Blah, blah, blah. The basic foundations. And that's just it. It's like, I know what it takes. And what does it take? All you need is love. Love. All of these people have great relationships that are based on no love. They get no love. Theirs is all of the mind and their determination to have a great relationship. Great relationships aren't made. You don't make a great relationship. It just is great. And any great relationship will tell you it's not always great. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I love how he sits around and does this shit. I love her bitching. I love this. No. This doesn't matter because I love this person. That's just some of these awkward parts of this person that need to be oiled up. And just need to lube her down a little bit. She just needs a massage and a happy meal. People don't want to be difficult. You want to be easy like Sunday morning. I mean, it's an easy morning, but it doesn't mean that I'm easy. If you're a complex person with one hell of a switchboard, that's okay. Be the fucking light post that you are with all the loose wires and the electricity flying out of it. Only the bravest is going to come and try to mess with these, try to mess with this fucking, this force. With that, we're going to start with our light workers, because we're in the light. There's butterflies around me, little white ones. We are in Master Healing. Master Shifu. I mean, that's pretty much where it is. We're doing some master level healing, aren't we? This one's one of my first entries into doing light work when I got out of all that dark fucking night of the soul. Hey, I sent a shout out to Will Smith. Everybody else, welcome Will Smith back. He got kicked out for being an asshole, but I guess he's back again, fucking taking Miss Puff's stages. I told him to behave, and he better pay attention to Pac when Pac talk. But that's who got him kicked out to begin with. Welcome him back to the fucking dark night of the soul. As I told him, we're finishing up and we're about to start a new cycle. Pay attention this time. How long will it take you? It's not going to take you a summer, I'll tell you that. That's what I thought, and I am the master. But maybe some of you don't have as much darkness to work through. We're all layered in our own karma from previous lives. I am the dark goddess, so I have a lot more than you will ever have. Ever, 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 ever. I hold all the darkness. I'm here to take yours back with me. All right, let's go. On 101, New Beginnings. As you meditate, remain true to what inspires your heart and commit to your spiritual path. You become an increasingly powerful healer. You are here to live your life, to be true to what genuinely moves you. The unconditional loving guide and Ascending Master Serapis Bay. Damn, that's a whole nother card. It's a literal frequency in my white light frequencies. All right, I'll pull that out in our next reading. Master Serapis Bay comes to you now with a blessing of master healing to further your success on your path. The Master Serapis Bay is a beloved guide for those who feel a strong soul connection to ancient Egypt. Who am I? Isis. Who have I been dealing with lately? Who's been in my energy lately? Whose music have I been sharing like crazy? Kanye West? Who's Kanye West? Osiris? Oh, the right stuff. We're moving into other realities. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back is what they say. For healers who are developing their own modalities and who love to work with high frequency concepts. That's it. You guys are low vibrational. You work with tarot. He also assists with the translation of spiritual inspiration into practical worldly plans. And that's how I teach you how to make this, make your life and your expression, your divine expression, a way of life in this life. He comes to confirm that the Ascending Masters are aware of you. I know. They've been all over me since I woke up. You are an integral part of the powerful spiritual team that has taken physical incarnation to help awaken consciousness to love. I know, I'm just the first one. I used to get sad about it. Give it Monday. Tomorrow, I'll be sad about being the all by myself. That's why I do all this. And so I'm not the only one working. I came in with 12 twin flames and 12 plus 2 twin flames that were going to help me, incarnated to help awaken consciousness into love. They're struggling to love themselves. How to love. All right, Little Wayne. Enough of that. We listened. We played your music on the Friday night fucking heartbreak. The Friday night fucking, what is it? Heartbreak Hotel. We checked out of there. No more red light districts. You're asked to tune into your heart. What do you love enough to overcome any obstacle and attain it? That was the thing, dude. I was ready to face some shit. And then the shit, and I was like, oh, that's a dick. I had to face it. I deleted it, but it's still in my head. Really? I saw it. I can't take that out of my head. And that's what's funny. I told you I didn't have no images. Now I have one. It's in my head. He comes to confirm that Ascending Masters are aware of you, blah, blah, blah. You were asked what motivates and inspires you. Not what seems possible or practical, but what is authentic. And that's what it is. It's like Bridget Jones' diary. He sent me out here to love. He sent Lilith out to love, who doesn't know how to love and denied love her whole life. This is lovely. And he didn't even let me fall in love. He just pushed my buttons and it turned on. And it's the scariest thing. I'm seeing Nacho Libre. You seen that fat chick in Nacho Libre where she's like, I love you. What? This is my thunder thighs at work right now. Jesus, that's funny. Because you'll only believe in science. Takes his head and smashes it in the water. God bless you. You've been baptized. Those eagle eggs were a lie. That's such a fucking joke. If you're not with the fucking comedy show, then you're too serious for this. Why so serious? Thanks, Heath Ledger. All right. What are most powerful when we serve we are most powerful when we serve authentically from the heart. A bird might learn how to dive underwater for a time, but it's never going to be that's most powerful. It has to live underwater. I know, under your rules and restrictions, your expectations and demands. Bro, what do you want me to do? It would struggle to, why don't you just let me do what I do and enjoy what I do? And if you don't like it, then do something else with your life. It would struggle in that sense. I'm going to get divorced a lot. Maybe, see what I mean? You're not committed to this. You haven't really thought this through. It would struggle to thrive if we were to force it itself into such an unnatural expression of its life energy. The bird yearns to fly because that's its divine nature and purpose. You know me. It's not about being a Sagittarius or a runner. It's that I am free. I have to be able to feel free. It doesn't mean I'm going to run away, but if you fucking trap me, I will. It's almost like reverse psychology, but not. You playing mind games with me? No, I'm telling you how the games of my mind, the Hunger Games of my mind. The bird yearns to, yeah. What feels most like you? It's difficult to access the truth of our own nature when we believe we should live up to the expectations of others. And that's what he was. He was like, I need you to... I didn't see it as that, but he's like, he's addressing these things that he wants me to change about me. And there is some changes that needed to be made. And I think it was the third one that I can't say. I keep saying, what's the third one? It was my sexual nature. It had nothing to do with him. It was like my sexual nature needs to tune down a little. Well, that's what happened. That's what I saw. I saw it for myself. He didn't say it. I saw it. I saw my sexual nature way back with Bobby and how I was like very, aggressive. So then sends me a dick pic and I start having aggressive thoughts. And I'm like, oh shit, this is how you act. And I'm like, all right, I know how I act, but I can't stop that yet. I just seen it and it happens every fucking time. So I'm like, wait a minute, dude, if I get close to you, I'm like, no, we're just gonna hang out. But then what if I want your dick and I act a fucking fool, go all dick hungry and shit, and this is a problem. All right, no sex until we're married. Is where that all came from. It wasn't you, it was me. And if you give me your dick, I'm going to make a baby. That's where it all came from, logically, in the child mind of myself. If you're attached to an outcome or afraid of an answer, we can unintentionally block our perceptive faculties. It's supernatural. It's just the verbiage. It's like you're fucking standing in your own way here. You're all brain dead. As Steve Tarot says, you've got your head up your ass. I'm looking real hard for the answers. And then I pull my head out and wash it off, and you guys are looking at me funny. I'm like, while you're eating ass, I was all up in it. I'm not eating yours. I'm stuck. I got my head up my own ass. You can't talk like that. Don't tell me. It brings me so much joy to talk dirty. Now you're telling me not to talk dirty. You just want me to talk dirty to you. That's unauthentic. I talk dirty. Stuff like that. I can't not. If I'm being fully authentic in a fucking crowd of people, this is authentically going to come out in front of you, and now I'm going to like look. The look in your eyes is killing me. Like, don't look at me. Why? Because I'm too much for you. It has nothing to do with me. I'm having a good old time over here until I have to look. Until you're looking at me, judging me, judging eyes. Just wear a mask. I don't want to see. I don't want to look into your mind and what you think of me. I'm gonna light a cigarette. Hold on. We're gonna take a fucking 5-minute break here. A commercial break. Do you understand? Do you have some understanding of what it means? Hey, get off me, you bloodsucker. No, I'm cool, but not with the fucking mosquitoes. He tried to suck my blood, literally on my hand. He landed on me and was gonna like he had no respect. That's why I was supposed to get garlic, and that was the plant companion for whatever that last card was. I was gonna get a garlic for that because it's all fucking hot and sweaty, and they stay away from you with the garlic. Really? Yup. You're a witch. Like in a necklace? I mean, no. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't like the smell that much. I show up with garlic necklace and shit. Is that your girlfriend? No, that's my wife. Can you accept this? I don't think you guys are fully wrapping yourselves around it. I think you think I'm a joke. I mean, I know I'm a joke, but this is really, it's not funny. It is. Here comes Pac. It's a serious ass joke. I'm such a pain in your ass, aren't I? That's why I'm not even trying to be up your ass, bro. I have enough time trying to keep myself happy that I don't need you to keep me happy. Just stick by my side while I'm being happy. And even when I'm not. Why is this so difficult? It's like, this is what happiness is. If you do this, this will be happy. I'm happy just being happy. I'm easy breezy. That's where it is. I see that meme. It's like, just go with the flow. And it's got this kayaker and this fucking on this unbelievable whitewater river. And he's all, psh, 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 and it says the flow. I'm fucking flowing, bro. Do you see me? I'm walking on sunshine right here. Until I get my feet wet. And then I'm like, oh, it's my feelings. Oh, guys. As much as I'm crying out for myself that, like, fuck you, you're going to have to realize this. And I'm speaking, I guess, directly to, if there's anybody in the whole world that needs this mirror in their face, it's Russ. Us, they're not going to like us. They don't like you, bitch. And that's okay. They still have love for you. They don't have to like everything. I don't have to. That's the thing. Russ, I don't like shit about you, bro. I don't like shit you be doing. I still love you. I don't respect the shit you do, but I respect that you really are trying at something. If you tried at something, you know, just stop trying. I made a huge joke this morning. I was like, oh, Jesus. We're going to have to hear all about Russ's listening experience. What kind of a great experience it was to have people listen to him and how much he paid to have their attention is what I literally put. Hey, you bloodsucker. There's another one. They're trying to get me. And it's like, damn, Russ. You can't get people to accept you and like you. You just gotta be you, bro. And the right people will accept and like you. And if they don't, that's because you're too much for them. And that's okay. Stop trying to fit in the boxes, bro. Trying to fit in the charts. Trying to fit in the fucking crowd. Trying to fit in your clothes. I want to see you fit into that shirt, bro. Do it for me, Russ. I know you love me. Put that fucking shirt on and watch your sales go crazy. I promise it'll work. If you put that little fucking girl shirt on, the little wild shirt, girls are gonna go wild with you in that shirt. Really? I fucking promise, Russ. Just do it. See? Morgan, she agrees. She found me. Anyways, do what's fun. Like, you know, if all the rest of my artists did the same thing, they could sell hella t-shirts too, just out there being stupid. And they'd sell more t-shirts if they made them in pink. I done told you that since the beginning of this whole fucking, you know, marketing scheme of your life. In the scheme of your life and your marketing majors. In essence, you know, that's where it is. It's like, I carry the light for those that are in the dark about this. I just want people to like me. I mean, yeah, I kind of do. But the things, it's not that they don't like me. It's just, I'm not like them. We are not alike. And that means we're special. And there's nothing wrong with that. Until they put us on a special bus. That could be my RV. That doesn't sound like a typical plane. Somebody's fucking jet. Is that you? Your rocket jet? Alright, let's keep going. I just want to remind you that it's okay to be you. Alright, let's see. The blessings of Serapis Bey include his clear flame of divine cleansing light. It can assist us in letting go of whatever blocks us from knowing the truth of our nature. When we are willing to be who we are, the universe can more easily guide us to fulfill our destiny. Serapis Bey will help you see yourself truthfully. You may gain feedback from others that helps you understand the value of what you share, or you may simply find it easier to view yourself objectively with a compassionate, appreciative, discerning inner eye. And it's like, I value your opinion because I know your opinion counts and it's all you got, but I can't make my decision solely based on your opinion of what you think I should do with my life. Your opinion only applies to your life, my friend. You want to tell everybody how they should live their life, but you need to practice what you preach and just keep that preaching to your own teaching. And the essence is like, I teach you what God teaches me, and you can either take it or run from it and do whatever you want. But at the core of what I'm teaching you is how to be a better version of you. So yes, I'm all up in your face, all up in that ass, telling you how to live your life. I feel like more or less, you know, I'm giving you the shit that nobody else gives you. I'm giving you the meat and potatoes on this one, bro. They're giving you a watered down version. When you go up to someone else and tell them about your shit, they're going to tell you what they would do. I'm going to tell you what God said you need to do with your life, bro. That's the difference. And you don't have to listen to me. You can go in through your whole life not listening to anyone. When he spoke, I listened. And what he said was actually valuable. I didn't take it all. I'm not going to be that bitch. But there are some of those things. I'm guilty of some of this shit. I could fix some of this. You're not going to put all this on me. I'm not all that. I'm some of that. And that's where it is like, you know, saying I'm a whore. Well, there's a little bit more to being a whore than that. But these are some whorish tendencies that you got going on right now. Wow. And then you put my sex habits. Damn, you fucking whore. I'll wear this, but not the way you're trying to put it on me. Not in condemn, you know, I'm not going to condemn myself as you see it, but I will wear my scarlet letter for all to see. And the answer is, I'm not going to condemn it, I'm going to own it. And that's what I said about your shadows. You know what I mean? You don't hide, you know, you're the only one hiding them. And then people see them and you're like, no. You're like, bro, you better, like, recognize this is who you are. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be the best whore I've ever been. But in the essence, okay, we'll work with that. There's another part of me that I need to take into consideration. And everybody else needs to take into consideration. That's just it. It's like their opinion is valued, but it's not gold. It adds value with your own gold, but it's not. And some of it is just sticks and stones, bro. You know what I mean? It's just dirt. They're just putting dirt on you. It's not really useful. It's not going to, it's just going to, you know what I mean, take your shine away. Keep that all in there. When we're willing to see who we are, blah, blah, blah. Or you may simply find it easier to look through your own inner eye. Keep your head in your own ass. As you learn and accept who you are, you become more powerful, vibrational for masters to put to use in the plan of love. And that's it. Then they'd be plotting and scheming what to do with your love. Well, she's a real powerful one. Let's go make her love them. You know what God's love is, right? Truth. The truth shall set you free. He sets you free with the truth. So then he sends me to, quote unquote, love you. Come truth blast you. Come blast you with the truth in the name of love. I love you. Bye. Deal with that. Just pointing out, what is he, you know, what is my power? Truth. God's love. I spread God's love. Truth. I take all the lies and I make truth of it. The shit that you guys believed is lies, and I tell you God's truth. If you have a dream, and that's why I said, who wants to pay for the polygraph test? Is it that simple? Is it that simple to take a polygraph test and move on? All you want is the truth. Then find your truth. I'll give you your truth. Again, after the polygraph shows that I do have the powers I do possess, are you going to listen to the message more intently? Do you need the truth for it to... Do you need someone to tell you it's the truth before you know it's the truth? And that's kind of what it was, you know, I'm looking at it now with the twin flame. It's like, you need to see it to believe it. You don't believe me already. You need me to prove it to you. And that's where I was like, I'm not proving myself, bro. I am proof. I am the proof in the pudding. All right. We will go through what is necessary for an outcome, and it will happen for us. The details may appear different from what we imagine they would, but the truth remains. If you ask for something and you are willing to go through the process required to have that outcome, life will happen for you. And that's what it is. I wanted this. And I went through the work, and that's where I was like, oh man, did it work? You don't know it worked until it worked, and then you're like, wow. But if it's about, you know what I mean? The more that you see that it's working, the more you realize it's been working, that you've done the work. That's where I was. It's like, I'm this close, and this is what I was working towards. With no discerning outcome. Just, I'm going to get married. I'm going to make babies, and I'm going to do all this. I've been saying that since the beginning, and working towards it. Doing what? Not dating. Just working on me. And the more I work on me, like, these particular parts needed to come up, and that's what it is. It's like That's what I've been working towards. It says this right here. The universe is a generous, unconditionally supportive and loving of you. It's your creative partner. It will provide you with what you need to manifest your dreams, desires, and destiny. What is it? They say the universe because God has no form. The whole fucking universe is conspiring for your happiness. But you have to learn your lessons to really receive the happiness. Nothing really changes in your life. I mean, there's lots of changes. But the happiness is, inside. My life doesn't get easy. I just feel easy about it. Life doesn't get easier. You get stronger and it just doesn't bother you. And that's the true strength, is just to be able to ride out life and have a smile on your face. I'm seeing that weird ass meme. I don't know what movie it is. I haven't seen the movie, but it's famous. And it's got those two characters, Nicolas Cage and the other guy, Pedro something. And there's all these memes about, life is all fucking you up and this and that, and people are looking at you, and he's just driving the car all fucking happy-go-lucky and shit. Like we didn't just dodge a whole fucking space station and everything's on fire behind us. It's just life, bro. You know how many people are fucking panicked across the world right now with what Trump has done because they don't know what their future looks like? Hey, none of us do. You trying to paint that picture is really staying in your imagination, because that's not what's going to happen. You co-create, not do all that. All that shit you're scared of, yeah, that's going to happen. Alright, let's do an invocation, right? I call upon loving Master Serapis Bey, which means he's already here. I'm not calling upon shit, bitches. When I read a card, we're there. You heard it. This isn't futuristic. I mean, it is for people that haven't got here yet, to this stage in their life where they're facing these kind of fucking trials and tribulations. It's futuristic to them, but not for us. So in essence, I'm invocating more of this for you, but I'm all up in this shit. When I pull the cards, it's just confirmation to what the energy is that we're in. And maybe a slight prediction as to how long it'll be. And usually these, these light codes, we pull a code that, lasts for till next Sunday, where we pull a new code. It doesn't mean the light leaves us, because you can hear throughout the week. I'm doing more light readings. You can see how we go through the polarities of the light and the dark based on my readings. But no matter where we go, we're being guided through the light by a certain being, entity, frequency. And as we go into the dark, we're being guided by a certain light, being, frequency, which are mirrors to the both. You know what I mean? And then what it really is as we're doing this, we're climbing the tree of life, we're going through our chakras, we're going through elevated states of fucking vibration. And that's how it is. There's dark and light in every stage, and you learn how to balance it. And so throughout the week, you'll see me do dark readings and you'll see me do light readings. And that's because we're being guided through the polarity of the energies. By the definition of a Sunday, we're in the sun. And it's the summer solstice. You're in the light. It's bringing all things to light. All the readers are saying it. It literally brings you into the light. You have to go through your darkness to get there, but there's light everywhere. Your darkness is standing in front of you, and that's particularly what this card says as well. Your own blockages, they're being burned away by the light. What is the light? Truth. The truth shall set you free. You're facing new truths. It's ever blinding, and the truth is painful, bro. You didn't see it that way. I do this all the time with you. The dark is funny. The truth, it's just as painful in the light as it is the dark. You find light in the dark, and you find dark in the light. That's the polarity of the both. So I just want to say this. As I said, I'm invocating him. I'm not. He's already here. He's in your heart. Energy we're working through you today. The cosmic energy that's working through you today. All right. I call upon loving Master Serapis Bey and his master healing through the clear flame of truth and grace. I ask to know in perfect time and in perfect way, according to divine wisdom, the truth in all matters of importance to me in my divine life journey. Now, including, here you may ask any particular question. I don't ask questions. I only ask important questions of people And that's because God hasn't told me. And I need this answer from you. But I'm not asking God. I don't like to ask questions because you're never ready for the answer. You're never ready for the truth. So if I was to say, and then it says include a question here, and what's going on with me and my twin flame, I'm asking for trouble. Just find out. You'll find out in due time. When, God, when He thinks you're ready to really face this again. And that's where it's like, don't force it. I just want to get through it. Ask to be loving, meaning I'd rather just I'm more of just do it. If this is going to work, then let's get to work. If this isn't going to work, then show me it don't work. And that's where I got stuck in the cards yesterday. Do you think this is going to work? I don't know if this is going to work. All the cards are saying it's going to work. Is this really going to work? They're like, just sit still. Four of Swords, bitch. Okay. You know what the Four of Swords is? It's a forced imprisonment, meaning where there's the four horsemen got their swords to your throat and you can't go nowhere or do nothing. You need to just sit there. Oh, shit. Okay. Can I go outside for a little while? Until it gets too hot. All right. Just want to tell you that. I asked to be lovingly shown my true nature, my deepest desires, and my most inspired dreams. And that's what happened. I saw my true nature, my deepest desires, and my most inspired dreams. I saw my true nature. You act like this every time. I do. I go all in like a whole fucking dope fiend for love. I want to love you. I said it too. I would be making you lunches and giving you baths and shit. You want a massage? Wait a minute. What else? Whoa. Too much, too fast. That's what I mean. I'm too much for you. Like a dog waiting at the door to love you. It's kind of pathetic, but it's not, because that's really, if you listen to all these stories of how I haven't been loved, you would think I'd be so very unloving, very bitch-like, very mean. It's just an outer shell that protects me from, you know what I mean? But that's not my true nature. When you let me out the cage, I'm going to jump in all over you and lick all over you. Down, bitch. Down. Oh, God. It's the doggy dog inside of me. Don't bark. Don't bark. Who let the dogs out? Yeah. And then I got my horn dog fucking homies right there watching us. They're watching us. They said I can do better. Come here. I feel like something's in the room with us. There's a lot of people in the room with us. Don't give in to them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that God made me this way and it's so hard for you. It's twice as hard for me because I'm just trying to hang out with you and this is hard for you. It's not hard for me. I'm just laughing. My life is such a dream. All right, let's see. Please help me know myself and so that I know how to best live my destiny. May all beings on the path of self-knowledge be assisted and supported with unconditional love. Through my own free will and divine grace, so be it. I took an hour on this card. Fuck. This is going to be the longest reading of your life. Do you have anything going today? Damn, that was a longest card. Alright, be yourself. Just live your life. Hey! We're going to finish up the Lumerians. I really feel like this is the end. Nope, it's not. Dang, did you guys see it? I watched it yesterday. I watched Independence Day yesterday. It's so weird how we're reliving time. And they look just like that. Let's talk about your unique gifts. And that's what I said. We're being authentic. Your superpowers, a sense of purpose, a meaning behind your quirks, exploring your interests, shortcomings as unique, undiscovered skills. See what I mean? The parts of you hide. I passionately believe that we all have gifts to bring to this world. If we all did what we truly excelled in and enjoyed, our talents and abilities would enable our communities and our planet to thrive. And, you know, that's me in my community. I can see it. You know, every time I step out of my room and all the kids, you know, they're drawn to me and they smile and I get a chance and, you know, to step out and see the community and stuff like that. I wish you know, we were in a different community and I could be more active in their lives and, you know, really, you know what I mean? Inspire them. Like, let me walk you down to the market. Do you guys need some stuff? Are you going to take the kids to go play today? You know, how are you? And are you coming to go dance tonight? Do you want to go smoke? You know, the community, just being part of a bunch of, you know, community activities. That's something I see as, you know, this community-based living. You know, when I get this lottery and start getting to work and, you know what I mean, hitting ground zero, it's going to be great. What would the world be like if each person contributed from a place of overflowing enjoyment without obligation? Where would we be if the jigsaw pieces came together for a diverse and complementary reality, free from prejudice or completion? Some of us have already discovered or remembered what we feel we are here to do. Others are still seeking or starting to consider this idea. Where did mine come from? I got the full vision. I say it so scarily. My spirit took me. I'm so scared to even talk about it. It's such a wild. I mean, there's videos. I made the videos while I was up there, but going back to that experience, it's like, geez, that was just the most unexplained experience that changed my life forever. My spirit took me into Black Hawk a few times. The squirrels are chasing each other on the tree, is what you can hear. And it kept taking me, it took me up past the cemetery, and that's my sacred cemetery. But at the time, I was drawn to the cemetery, and I didn't know why. How did I know this? My cousin, who was an ordained minister, a fucking tattoo artist, Buster. It was Buster's Design. He was the third best cover-up tattoo artist in the nation. He lived up there. And I lived up there with him for a short time. So my spirit, you know, it's my guides, my cousin, my ancestors, my family is calling me up there. I don't know why. And I go up there, and it takes me past this, and then it starts taking me further, and I get lost. As I say, I'm not, but it's taking me somewhere specific. And I get off of this highway into this exit, and all I remember seeing was a Arapaho National Forest. No. Was it Arapaho? No. Yes? Yes, National Forest. And I take this exit and I drive for like 15 minutes up this mountain, dirt ass road, crazy shit. I don't know where I'm going. I never do. I just feel. And I get up there and there's kind of a blockade in front of this. You can't go any further. And so I turn my car around and I just sit there and I fucking trance out completely. How long? I don't know. A man pulls up next to me, and as he's pulling up to go up the hill, I'm facing down the hill because it's kind of blockade, and so I don't go past that block. And he's about to go up it, and he's got to get past my car, and I just open my eyes, his window's down, and I ask him, "What's up there?" He said, "Oh, it's a beautiful place with a beautiful view. People come up there to shoot their guns and stuff." I'm like, "What?" And I leave there, and then all of this information is starting to come in through my eyes. I'm seeing this vision that I'm going to change the world. I'm seeing all the stuff that I tranced out and didn't see while I was in trance. I just blacked out there. After a couple months, I was sent on this very serious side quest. And I had sent all my twin flames. I knew I was supposed to do something. I was supposed to go to the top of... it's called the Stairway to Heaven. It's in Manitou Springs, down below Colorado Springs. I knew I was supposed to go up there for the divine feminine awakening. And I didn't really know what that meant. Again, that's what's so spectacular about these videos. I'm just following these voices in my head, you know? People think I'm crazy. And so I know, because I lived in Colorado Springs, that Manitou Springs is cursed. It's the home of Wicca. It's where all of the fucking witchcraft is. It's literally the darkest dungeons of spirituality. So I'm supposed to go in there and then go up there, right? So I do all this, but then they send me into there. No, first I have to go through Garden of the Gods. I'm burning sages. I'm doing all of these herb work there. Now I know that's just the work I do, but before, you know, I didn't really know. So I'm going through the Garden of Gods. Then they take me on this trip. All I remember is seeing a sign that said it was on the way to the Palisades. I get off of this weird exit and I end up at this fucking monastery church of where all these soon-to-be priests live. And I'm guided to tell them, this one priest, about me. I am the divine feminine. I'm here to this, that, and the other. After that, I go climb this fucking mountain. They send me into my very first witchcraft store. I buy all this unbelievable shit. Most of the shit that you're looking at. And then I leave from there. They take me from there. And I literally take all this shit and I go right back to that scary place. I make stops. I come back to Denver. I stop at Red Rocks. I stop at Mother Cabrini's shrine. I drive past the fucking, you know, my typical cemetery, and I go straight to this place. I know, okay, I'm at the blockade. There is easily 2 feet of snow in front of me, and my spirit's telling me to go. And I know that I'm gonna get stuck. I am fully fucking aware of this. But I go. And I get stuck. And then I go into a physical panic mode where I'm trying to physically get my car out. It's just the first time. It's never happened to me as a Coloradan or as a person in general. I'm trying to come up with all this stuff. I wear myself out. After I wear myself out and I'm sitting in my car, I have all my witchcraft stuff there. I have all these joints. I just bought all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Now the wind's blowing. It's getting dark. And the wind sounds like wolves howling. I'm getting scared. I've left my kids. Nobody knows where I am. I'm stuck on this mountain. I don't know how I'm going to get out of here. And then this guy comes down the mountain. He's like, me and my girlfriend are stuck up there too. I'm going to go see if I can get some help. He comes back with 4 beers. He said, somebody's going to try to call for help. Do you want a beer? No, I need to get off this mountain. No. But he made me feel better about it. I sat there. My Holy Spirit tells me to call 911. Why didn't you think of that sooner? I don't know. My phone didn't work. But 911 works. And so they use GPS and they find me and they're going to send someone to get me. And I'm just sitting there. I've literally used all my energy. I've cried. I've tried everything to get this car out. I dug in the snow till my fingers bled almost, bro. I mean, I was hurting. And as I sit there, I just release everything that's inside of me. I'm dead, bro. I'm helpless and I'm dead, sitting there waiting to be saved. The police walk up. I'm sitting in my car and I have literally the Ouija board. You know, at this time I don't have an altar. It's just all over my car. And they're asking me, what am I doing here? And I don't even have an answer. And they're like, well, we're going to get you out of there. And as soon as they say that, they walk away from my window and I look over into the trees and I see a fucking herd of buffalo running around in circles. And I get out of my car. My feet are fucking frozen and wet. And I get out of my car and I get closer. And I see that they're running around a white buffalo in the middle. And my spirit says, this was all for this. And I just stare at them. And I said, do you guys see it? Do you see the white buffalo? And they said, yes. I still carry their card from that day. I still have that card. They gave me their card. And I knew it was all spiritual, what had happened. I come down and it's the most terrifying thing that has ever happened to me. And that's twice that I went up there and things were just terrifying to me. Going back to where did this happen? Where did you get your gifts? Where did you see your visions? Where did you know your purpose? There. Wherever there is. I don't know where there is. I can tell you, but I told you 2 days ago, I refuse to go up there without my twin flames, without my soul tribe. I'm not facing God alone. God lives up there, dude. Something is up there. The most godly thing, I'm telling you, not the form of God, but the actual access to God in higher dimensions is right there, dude. I'm scared of it. I'm not scared of Skinwalker Ranch. I'm not scared of haunted houses. I'm not scared of fucking possessed people. I'm scared of that holy place, bro, that he took me to. Once you're there with God. And you don't get out till God says. And he's got messages for you. And you're just there. I learned a lot. I made unbelievable videos. When I came out of it, I had all these visions. They said that I had, they painted me as a Blackfoot Indian, which had to go, back to the Lakota. I had gone through their initiations. They showed me, I was like, my back hurts. My back hurts. I was like, they're showing me with wings. They said I got my wings back. And that's where your soul, you know what I mean? You've gone through the rituals, the rites, and your soul now, your soul's essence is being felt in your body. You're seeing visuals of what it is, but you just, it's really what it is. Going back to my wolf spirit, they took me to a top of a very killer mountain and told me to sit on this mountain as all these people were passing by and do a ritual, do a sage burn and meditation and listen to music. And as I sat there, I saw the visions of time and space. I could see, you know what I mean? Seriously, the red-winged chief and his position and what the land looked like as I looked over the Mississippi River. I stood there with Noah's staff, and when I came off that rock, there's the wolf spirit right there at my feet. I'd earned it. Only was I going to earn it by doing the work that it took. All those feathers to the Native Americans show. They don't even have to hear my voice. When I walk up and I show them those feathers, they know that I had to go to the highest peaks to have these. They know the spirit that lies within me based on the, you know what I mean, the feathers I carry. Again, it's just a fucking inner voice inside of your heart. I didn't know where I was going. I just like, oh, I feel like making a left here. Oh, I feel like something's telling me I should go this way. That's what means being guided by your spirit. You have fully no understanding and you can't explain what's guiding you. It's an inner guidance. Something's pulling me. Something's telling me. The something is you. Guiding yourself back to you. The rites, the rituals, the initiations, the places of you that are hidden. If you go to this place, it will reawaken a part of you that you didn't know lived inside of you. I didn't know I was coming here today behind this tree. You know what I mean? No more than Yuma. When I was camped, and it's just because I had to do something, I was camped up at Chief Hosa. And the season was over. And my spirit just said Arizona. It was just Arizona iced tea is what I got out of it. And I went off of that. I went straight to Arizona off of a visual of Arizona. What made you pick Yuma? Because I recognized it. We have a Yuma, Colorado, which was where my ex-husband was locked up. And Yuma, Arizona was on the outside of San Diego. I was looking for some kind of synchronicities. But before I went, I was looking at Fortuna Lake. I ended up right off of the Colorado River in a place where they were about to do all kinds of, it was going to be a gathering for the Native Americans, which they had me stay there and be part of, where they brought me in and be part of their typical, their cultural Native Americans, and I come in and start doing my ceremonies with them. I earned my rights. You know what I mean? Going back to, walking Pandora's box up and down Las Vegas Strip. That shit has got my fucking, you know what I mean? Sin City. I brought the, Pandora's box and opened it up. Not just there, but in Boulder. I was parked out, and that's what I saw on my thing. It's like they took me to camp at Boulder City Lake, which is right off of Lake Mead. Lake Mead is, one of the biggest. I'm not going to get into that. And then the Choctaw Nation. Being part of the Choctaw Nation, being part of the nations, Oklahoma, being part of the nations. I had to be part of, to be part of the land. I needed to be part of the people that honored and worshiped the land, that are still, their spirits still move the land. These are the land people, their spirits. Those that always honored the land became the land. They had only hoped to be in the hawk, the very feather that I carry with me. The eagles that soar above me, they're not birds. Those are high-level spirit guides, bro. Those were fucking people that got to, ascend down to ancient Egypt. You know what I mean? When you died, you got to be put in the sky. Our hopes were never to be back here, but to be in the sky for all to see, to be a guiding light for humanity. That's that starseed shit. All right, let's move on. Starseeds. Let's see. What would the world be like? Yup. And that's where it is where did you find your calling? There, I saw it. I couldn't even understand it. I tried to. I made a video. It's in my videos. I tried to explain how God put me in this picture. But first, he put me as Eve. Little by little, he shifts your roles. You shift your roles by doing the work. And that's where it is. It's like, I teach all of this. I'm all of Hogwarts, a Hogwarts station. I don't specialize in everything. I'm special in all of it. And that's because, you know what I mean? It's just, more. I don't become less, I become more. Your inspiration may come as a message in a vision or a dream. It may be something others have recognized in you for a long time. And that was even, when I'm making my music. I've already been called Lucky forever. They call me Lucky. And the Phoenix came later. Lucky the Phoenix. And now I'm the High Priestess Phoenix. I've already been that. It came, and that was just it, brainstorming. It didn't really. They're like, you're like a phoenix. I said, I'm not like, I am the Phoenix. You're right. I'm Lucky the Phoenix. I'm the High Priestess Phoenix. Every definition of a phoenix is what I am. I am that. And that's what it is. The more you study the goddess, you realize I am her. It may be something others have recognized in you for a long time. It may come from a deep resonance with something you are, yet you are yet to try. You may be concerned with the effect or transform your current lifestyle. Your gift or purpose may be something you enjoy immensely as a child, but did not bring it into the adult life. I always loved magic and mysticism and, mythology and religion. I loved all of this stuff. Psychology, I was into all of this stuff before I became a priestess of it. I was drawn to it. I just didn't practice it. I didn't even know it was real. Magic especially, I didn't know all that shit was real. Look at me running around with fucking mugwort and fucking mandrake root. And I know what the fuck to do with the shit, too. I fucking do all that, dude. And when I went to Oklahoma, that was one of it. That's what it was. Not gonna tell anyone I was a witch. Not in the fucking Bible Belt. I was scared to be what I was. Once I butterflied into what he made me and I was ready to flap my wings out there, it was time to fly away. That's what that transformation is always happening. You're transforming into a new state of being. Perhaps there is an array of shoulds holding you back from what you love doing. When this enjoyment is what you do, and that's it too. Is there a dude out here that doesn't want to explore magic with me? Okay. Religion, psychology, mysticism, mythology, all of this. You don't want to go and help people in foreign countries and build houses and feed kids and fucking smoke weed and dance and have fun? You don't want to be part of any of that? When there is enjoyment in what you do, you can give more to it, way beyond your usual capacity. It lights you up when you think or talk about it. Not really. People are always like, it's so cool. It's not. It's cool to be part of. It's not cool to be the leader of. That's that idolization, bro. Trying to find words to describe this. You guys think it's so cool to be me, but you don't see how hard it is to be a person like me, what it calls for. For me, myself, just to be the weirdo I am. But how badly people don't want me. I was going to say more, but that's just that there's nothing more to say. They really like me, but they don't want me. It's fun to see on TV. It's not fun, it's just fantasy. And that's where this division comes from. They think that I'm two parts of something, that I'm, you know, I'm normal and then I'm crazy. I'm not crazy, and this is all normal for me. I break all norms. You want to be me, but you don't want to be persecuted like me. You don't want to be rejected like me. You don't want to be humiliated like me. You don't want to be embarrassed like me. You just want to, you want to say that you have all the powers that I have. With great power comes great responsibility, bro. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm telling you how much I love me, and that's because nobody else knows how. I have to be all accepting of me because nobody else will. And I just started this video about it's not me. It's the conditions of the fucking matrix mind. That if I don't fucking conform to how they want to see me, then they won't see me. And so I go, you know what I mean? As an abstract of your mind, I suppose. It's cool. And that's where I'm like, wow, it's so cool. I'm like, and that's exactly what I say. After someone says, after I introduce myself as the high priestess and what I do, they're like, that's so cool. I said, it's really not. Do you want to talk to people? Do you want to get in people's face and tell them about themselves and how they're not right by God? Do you want to dig into their childhood traumas and wounds and sit with them? Yeah, it's not really that cool, bro, but this is what I do. All that extra is extra, bro. The real hard work is that. That's what I specialize in. I don't just get to host little fun ceremonies and cupcake dinners and shit. No, I'm there with the tear boxes, bro. I'm there with that. We're there when the beat drops. When your heart falls apart. When your mind goes crazy. That's where you call me in. In the darkest places of your feelings and mind is where that's my superpower. It's cool, but it's not love and light like you be thinking. Anyways, moving on. When you don't do it, you might feel ungrounded or low in energy. If you haven't connected with purpose, look at your quirks and what they are telling you. You may struggle with something because your mind works differently in these areas. Things you may have considered shortcomings may be qualities that enable your gifts. I struggle with dyslexia, and my synthesis, I don't know, is so strong that there was always a process of translation when I went outside, learned or socialized communications. I had to decipher concepts and thoughts from luminescent abstract images that amplified the more energy there was behind them. It was quite frustrating as I left me feeling seemingly unintelligent. The words I could muster felt inferior to the information I was experiencing. The time it took to translate meant much was lost, so I would often give up in mid-sentence. I feel it. That whole thing amplified the more energy than what was behind them. It's frustrating. It makes me feel unintelligent. It felt inferior to the information I was experiencing, and yet I have to put words on it. However, this non-linear way of navigating reality was perfect for energy healing and transversing realms. When I discovered painting, these skills were even more helpful. I then realized I could explain everything in a visual way that included the flow of the color of a feeling, and somehow people all over the world seemed to understand. That's where it is. I can create a visual with my words. And I use the visuals that they give me from movies and shit like that. But it's like, it's painting painting a picture. Divinatory meaning. What makes you unique? Any quirks that you feel are shortcomings could be the key to your superpowers. Look for the positive side of your oddities and traits. How would you like to spend more time? Are there things you would like to try or feel a pull to explore? Now is the time to follow these whispers. Hold on. You never know how transformational they'll be. Alright. Well, we started this with that, as I'm too much. I'm not going to be less, I'm only going to be more. And this is all, you know, defining qualities. I force you to become more, and that's not a bad thing for you or for me. We can be better and bigger than ourselves. Okay? And that's where it is like, you know, why you're too much, you're too much. Do you know how much I've heard that? You cuss too much. You talk too much shit. You think too much. Is that a shortcoming? I'm short because I'm big? I should be treated small because I'm bigger than I think bigger than you. I feel bigger. I go further. I'm more expressive than anything you've ever seen. My laugh is too loud. My clothes are too awkward. The things that come out of my mouth are too, you know what I mean? Too much. The way I dress is too much. The things I eat is too much. I smoke too much. I be doing too much. Or you're doing too little, bro. That's where it is. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening to what you say I am. But listen to what you're saying. And that's those judgments. Your judgments on me show a lot more about you than they do about me. Saying I'm too much just means that you're not enough. Saying I'm too loud just says that you're quiet. Saying I think too much means you don't think at all. I feel too much for someone that doesn't know what a feeling is. There's nothing wrong with either of us. We can all be better. I can tone it down. I can dive into the waters of your fucking bullshit. But I can't stay there. I'm gonna drown. And that's why I can't contain a relationship. I can't stay in a container in a connection with people for too long. I'll sink down to your level to meet you at your level. But then I rise above that bullshit. And if you don't rise with me, then I rise out of this. There's nothing wrong with this. I'm willing to come to your level. Can you come up to mine? Larger than life, a bird's eye view, bigger than the world, bigger than yourself, with purpose. It all started with stupid shit like that, guys. In the beginning, all I had was a crazy mind and feelings. When the mind turned off, all I had was feelings, and I went with my feelings. That's all I ever do. So my feelings told me to take a ride. They told me to take a right, take a left, drive down this highway for about 30 miles, take a right. Where am I going? I don't know. I'm following my heart. As I'm sitting here holding my heart, this is my heart. It's not very big, but it's very powerful. I have a heart of gold. And that's it. Listen to your heart. That's what got me here. That's what gets me in trouble. That's what gets me everywhere. Is just listening to it. My mind's telling me no. Absolutely no. But my heart is taking me on an adventure of the unknown. And this is going to fuck me up, but this is going to be good for me. And that's how I got here. And that's how I'll lead the rest of my life. And I say this all the time. It can happen. And the reason I keep saying this is I think it will one day. Where he'll call me in the middle of the night. Just like Mary, just like the rabbis, just like Joseph, just like Moses, just like Noah, just like Jesus. It's not one calling. He calls and I listen. I'm his maidservant. Are you coming with me? Are you going to follow my calling? Does your calling align with my calling? Even though you can't hear what I hear, you can't hear the Holy Spirit, do you trust in my calling? And that's Forrest Gump. Nobody knew what the fuck he was running for, but they wanted to run with him. He wasn't going anywhere. He was trying to find himself. And they wanted to be part of that self-healing journey. And that was a journey for them to dig into themselves, just following this guy, running with it. And when he stopped, that was that moment on that hill. I was like, oh, I was sick to my stomach. It's like, I think I'll go home now. In the essence, I found what I was looking for. Everybody else is like, well, what about us? Keep going until you find what you're looking for. You have it in you. You've came this far. You don't have to stop because I did. Keep running across America. Keep running from your problems until you find them. That's all you're doing, is you're not running from them. You're running to a solution to them. And you're going to face them over and over again. That's just how it is. Hey, I love yous. This was good. I had a couple more cards, but basically those are good enough for me. Are they good enough for you? All right. Be good enough for yourself. You don't know what you really are because you never found out what you are. And all these things that you keep trying to deny that you are actually cool. They're good parts of you that you're denying. And you can start with those parts and grow from those parts. You know what I mean? My laugh only gets worse. The more I start laughing, the worse it gets. And I'm the type that literally falls over on the ground. My kids are like, it's not that funny. So then why can't I get up? The noises that are coming out of my mouth when I'm having fun might be scary to you. Why does it bother you? Why does what I'm eating or what I'm wearing bother you? You're just bothered, bro. Worry about you. What's bothering you is not me. None of me is bothering you. You're bothered, and most of them are like, you hate me because you ate me. Because you don't eat like that. I could never eat like that. I would never talk like that. Try it out. I'm always trying to get fucking Lewis to curse. I don't want to hear him curse. I think it'd be the sexiest shit ever. He has it in him. They're just words. He just has to get past his mind and let the words out of his mouth. And that's the rest of you. Can you say, I love you? I say it to everybody. You're like, I really do love you. I have a love for you that you don't, and I got into a fight with someone about that. I don't like when you say that. You don't like to receive love, but I have a love for you. I appreciate what you're doing, and I'm telling you in the word of love. I really got that guy. He didn't like how I said, I love you. Hey, man, I love you. Thanks for what you do. And he's like, I don't like you saying that. You don't like people to tell you that they love you? You don't like the forms of, you don't like forms of affection and admiration? I got you, didn't I? Hey, love yous. Love yous. And when I say it, I mean it. Laters, haters. And I mean that too. You be hating.